Hi everyone, I thought it'd be really fun today to colour this little chap. He is from Die Welt Unter der Lupe by Rita Berman, and I have grabbed my Black Widow's pencils today because they are quite fine and we've got quite a lot of little details here to play with. Now I thought that we would go for some really bright and fun colours, which we do have in this set. So I'm going to start with the actual, what am I going to start? I think we'll start with the crab and then we'll do the shell afterwards. So for the crab, I'm just grabbing a few colours. I'm going to go with some oranges and reds. So we're going to start with the Ladybug. There we go. And I'm going to do the areas that I think would be darker. So I'm looking at Rita's lines, which are very helpful. So she's put some here under the mouth. Actually, this Ladybug is quite pinky, but it's going to work because we'll go over the top with some orange and here. So I'm looking at where, as I say, where Rita's drawn lines, and I'm just using that as a guide, really. Now this bit, we've got these bits that are sticking up. Hi, sorry about that. My telephone rang, as it so often does. This time I'm just looking at where I'm at. It was the my children's old school. They're sending out. I'm still looking at what to do here. They're sending out certificates for them for their exams that they did when they were there, and we are trying to arrange picking them up. Now I can't get to the school to pick them up on the specific day that they want them picked up, so they can post them to me. So I just had spoken to them about how to pay for that, because obviously we need to pay the postage, and so she just called me back to give me some info, which was useful. So that's all good, because obviously they need to get their certificates. Now this is tricky because we've got this sort of shape going on here, so I'm going to avoid that for a minute and do this bit. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just basically marking out a few areas in the red. Now I'm trying to think, what do I do with this? I think what I'll do is, I don't want to really colour over the black, so I'll do a bit of red over some of these. Like that. And we've also got this outside line. I'm going to ignore that for now and think about it. Now I'm going to move on to the pumpkin colour and I'm going to go right over the top of all of the red, because it's a little bit pink, as I said, so I want to tone it down a bit and spread it a bit. So we're increasing our area of colour. Trying to find my sharp edge on my pencil. There we go. Now I don't want to take that too dark up there, because I need a contrast between this bit and this bit. So I'm just making that a bit darker, and that will be lighter then. Okay. So I'm afraid I can't. We didn't do any of that. We need to do that. I'm going to go back to the Ladybug. Let's do a little bit of work on this one. Again, following Rita's guidelines, which is nice and useful for us. So back to our orange. So basically extending these red areas down in each section. It's quite simple. Yeah, it's quite an interesting time, you know. The children are talking about when they're leaving home and things like that. So I'm thinking, oh, it's quite scary. I know I have to let them go, but I need to be happy that they're ready to do that. So make sure they know everything they need to know before they go about, you know, looking after a house and that sort of thing. Obviously I'm hoping they're not going to go too far away, so I can still be in touch with them and help them. Obviously I'll be in touch with them anyway, but I can give them a bit of a hand. My one son is actually talking about doing a university degree at a local university. I'm just going across the top there, so he doesn't have to borrow so much money. So he probably won't move out because he wants to save money. And my other son, I'm going to go over the top of these, is talking about getting a job, moving out, becoming self-sufficient. So he'll need to find a fairly good job if he wants to do that, because he doesn't want to go to university, he wants to be a helicopter pilot. So he'll need to save up for the lessons. You can't get a loan for that as far as I'm aware. And so he needs to work. He's very aware he needs to work and save money, but he's talking about working, moving out and then saving the money, which I don't think he quite realises how expensive it is would be to do that. And if he stayed here with us, it would be a lot cheaper. So I'll have to chat to him about that a little bit, about just about the cost, so he's got a grip on sort of how much it costs to pay for everything. Really, I don't want to talk him out of moving out. Of course I do. I don't want him to move out, but I know I've got to let him go. But I need to make sure he knows how much it's going to cost him. I don't want to take that right in. I want to leave a bit so that it can be a little bit shiny. This is such a cute picture, such fun to colour. Trying to think while I'm doing this what I'm going to do with the shell. I don't know, I had thought about doing it pinks and purples, but I don't know how well it's going to work with these colours. So I'm wondering whether browns might be better. We've got some nice browny yellows and browns which might just work really nicely. So I'll have a look in my tin, have a think. So Black Widows, there's quite a nice selection in this tin. I don't know what the other tins are like, it's the only one I've got. But I do like them. They're good for keeping a sharp point, for doing little details, and just a generally nice pencil. I think they blend together well. You can see how they are doing here. And I think, yeah, they don't break easily, which is always a good one for me. I mean, I know I say don't be too precious about your pencils. If you've got expensive ones, use them, get your money's worth from them. But if they do break, it is quite difficult, isn't it? So the last colour I'm going to do is the egg yolk, and I'm going to do that over everything, so that it goes really bright. What I find with oranges is sometimes they can be a little more dull than I was hoping, not so vibrant, and if we go over it with a yellow, it gives it that vibrant touch, and it will hopefully look a bit shiny on these bits. I'm not leaving any white. You could do, but I think the yellow is bright enough without us having to leave white. The only thing I find quite interesting about these pencils is they have a smell. They don't smell like wood though. It's a sort of plasticky smell. I don't know if it's the black casing or what it is. It's not unpleasant to me. It just makes me wonder what it is, if that makes sense. But I do like them. So that's good. Now this sort of bit here I'm going to do in yellow, I think. I'm just going to ponder that while I'm finishing off all these little bits. I've been trying to look at your requests for pictures and working through those a little bit. I do have to be in the mood for doing a specific picture or have an idea for it before I do it, or else it's not going to come out particularly well. So sometimes there's a bit of a delay, but I do take notice and want to do them. Sometimes there's a huge delay if I have to work out how to do something. There, I think he's looking rather grand, and I'm definitely going to do his shell in some browns. What we have here is a stink bug, a Foxy Brown, a Tarantula and a Huntsman, and they're all different shades of brown, so that's what I'm going to do. Start with my darkest, like I did with the actual crab. So this is the Huntsman, it's the darkest brown, and I'm going to start under here, where I think it would be the darkest. You can see there's some black areas here too. So we can just sort of go over those a little bit with the dark brown, like that. Now I think I'll have a bit going around here and under here. This looks like it's inside the shell, so I'm going to do all that dark. Now I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit darker on the bottom bit here. And here. Giving this a little bit lighter, not too dark a layer, and under here. I can do a bit around here, it will sort of help the head to stand out a bit. Now I've decided that I'm going to sort of almost slightly ignore Rita's patterns. I'm just going to colour over them, and at the end, if I feel I want to make more of them, I can think of a way. So we're going to move on to the Tarantula. I'm going to do quite a lot down here. This is quite dark under here. I think I want it to be quite dark, and it will help these bits to stand out as well. Where are we going? Up here. So we can go over the top of the brown that we've done already. And we'll do a bit more. It's quite rough and ready. It's not it's going to be tidied up as we go, and especially in these areas where I want it to be a bit lighter. I don't want it to be heavy and too dark and heavy. There we go. Now we're going to grab the Foxy Brown. Now under here I'm going to make this the last colour. I don't want to go to the lightest one, so I'm going to go over the top of all of it. And quite a hard layer actually, to sort of blend it and bring it together. Trying not to go over that yellow because I want that to stand out. There we go. Just working around those bits. Got to do that bit in a darker colour. I think I need to go over that in the Tarantula. There we go. Okay, back to the Foxy Brown. Again, we're just sort of working over these same areas. To leave some white areas for when we take our stink bug in. Oh, such fun, so relaxing. My children keep telling me about how on their the videos they watch, the people they watch have editors for editing their videos. I think, oh, that'd be fun. It actually doesn't take me that long, but I could make so many more videos if I had an editor. This is stink bug, but I suspect that 2 a day or even 1 a day is probably plenty for you anyway. So you don't need me to make more. I think I probably take up quite enough of your time as it is. So I'm going over all of it with this to blend and brighten, the same way I did with the yellow when we were doing the reds and oranges. I find this sort of splatty background really interesting and fun. It's really different. Okay, now I'm thinking that the white that we've got, I'm not going to do very much with. I quite like it as an outline, but I think I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow in areas to it to just brighten it slightly. So I've got a banana colour here. I'm just going to add it to the edges of around here. I think it just stands out even more than the white, and it works well together with the oranges and other colours. What I'm trying to do is leave a few white gaps in it though, so it looks a bit shiny. Put a bit in there. Not really doing any particular pattern to it. And it also means that it hides the bits where I've gone over the lines, which is always good. So it looks like it was intentional rather than not. Not sure what to do with the eyes. Just get the white bits done. Do that bit around that eye in the white, as if it was white, sorry, the yellow. I've missed a bit here with the stink bug in there. I think I am going to make that do, because I rather like him. There he is. Let's zoom out so you can see the whole of the sort of splatter effect with him. There we go. Oh, I think he's so cute. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and happy colouring.